Juni, Nick Reiner has been blocked from accessing a trust fund set up by his parents to pay for court fees. Juni, the incoming fiduciary set to oversee the trust, Jody Pays Montgomery, who is obligated to Nick, along with his siblings Romy Reiner and Jake Reiner, is opposing the request for Nick to obtain the $1.5 million trust set. Juni, up by director Rob Reiner and photographer Michaela Reiner, who he is accused of killing. Juni, the Slayer statute, cited in California law, states that someone cannot inherit money or property from people they feloniously and intentionally kill, per California Probate Code Section 250. Juni, any property, interest, or benefit under a will of the decedent or a trust created by or for the benefit of the decedent or in which the decedent has an interest, including any general or special power of appointment, Juni, conferred by the will or trust on the killer, and any nomination of the killer as executor, trustee, guardian or conservator or custodian made by the will or trust, the law states. Nick's sense of urgency is real, but Juni, it did not arise in a vacuum. The filing denying Nick access to the funds reads per people. Juni, it arises from the deaths of his parents, the very settlers of the trust at issue, and Nick is presently accused of causing those deaths. Juni, the outcome of Nick's criminal proceedings will determine what happens to his trust, which could be passed to his siblings. The Slayer statute requires a determination, not a mere accusation. Nick's lawyer, Anita P. Juni Wu said in response, per the New York Times, Nick is presumed innocent and has been convicted of nothing. Juni, I did not give my consent to any trustee of my trust to withhold, defer, or retain my age 30 distributions indefinitely as property of the trust, as Nick said, according to court documents filed in response, per the New York Times. Adding in his declaration, as I have stated in my petition and other documents, I would like for my money to be released. Entertainment Weekly contacted Nick Reiner's attorneys, Anita P. Wu and Jeffrey A. Juni, nary fiduciary Jody Pace Montgomery, and reps for Romy Reiner and Jake Reiner for comment, and did not receive an immediate response. Juni, Nick took legal action in June, petitioning for access to the money in a probate court in Los Angeles to pay for legal fees and commissary costs while behind bars at Twin Towers Correctional Facility. Nick loved his Juni parents, and he is devastated by their deaths, the probate petition states, per documents obtained by people. But the facts about what did and did not happen to them are not at issue in this trust litigation. Juni, Nick, 32, claimed in the initial petition that he did not receive the mandatory distribution he was allowed to receive despite months of repeated inquiries. Juni, further, the petition alleges that the trustee has offered a shifting series of excuses and justifications, including unsubstantiated concerns about Nick's competence to manage a trust. Juni, the petition claims one half of the trust is distributed when he turned 30, and the remaining balance of the trust will be paid when he turns 35. Last month, the grand jury indictment in Nick's case was unsealed, the Juni Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office announced on Wednesday. Juni, the indictment charges Nick in the fatal stabbings of Rob and Mikel at their Brentwood home in December 2025, replacing the original murder charges filed last year. Juni, the indictment also includes a new special circumstance allegation of lying in wait, which would make Nick eligible for life without parole or the death penalty if convicted. Juni, after the indictment was unsealed, Nick pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of murder with the special circumstance allegations of multiple murders, along with murder by means of lying in wait. Juni, Nick also faces a special allegation where he personally used a dangerous and deadly weapon, a knife. Nick is scheduled to return to court for a pretrial hearing on Sept. 15. He is being held without bail.